Welcome to the Sold Too Early Sports Card Podcast. I'm going to be honest with you guys. The remake of Elder Scrolls Oblivion just came out, and frankly, that's my top priority. Kai's not here. I'm making Tamriel great again. And yeah, a little bit different of a podcast today. Kai, obviously unavailable. Recording this on Wednesday morning. I may have been playing a little bit too much Oblivion last night. I plead the fifth. It is what it is. Don't blame me. I'm excited. My bad. One of my favorite games of all time. Re-released randomly after 19 years. I'm hyped. Sue me. But yeah, different kind of podcast today. Actually have topics to discuss. Veriswap's in the gutter. Shocking. Kai loves Veriswap so much. Someone got their ass beat at the Denver card show this past weekend. Love to see that because they were a thief. They were stealing stuff. You deserve it. We have conversations about the Dallas card show. We're about 8 days away from that. I'll be attending. I'll be a vendor. Kai, unfortunately, able to come this go around. It is what it is. But it's going to be a very fun show. I've conversations about a local 40 table card show I did in New Jersey this past weekend, which was a really great success. And I'm beginning to coach up one of my high school friends into cards, someone I've known for over a decade now. A lot of interesting things going on. Let me start at the beginning. It was 1996, August 31st. No, I mean that's too far at the beginning. Let's start with Veriswap and talk about them. So, for anyone who is not familiar with Veriswap, it's essentially a selling and trading platform for moving cards. I have tried it in the past twice. I hated it. It was not for me. I can understand the appeal for someone who either is not very huge on Instagram or not very interested in social media, looking for alternatives to buy, sell, and trade. I don't like it. Not my thing. I don't enjoy it. Kai also doesn't enjoy it. I know I shouldn't talk for Kai, but it is what it is there. So I don't use X at all. I have an account from a previous project I did with my friends in high school. So this is like an 8 or 9 year old Twitter account. This comes from Sports Card News. I'm going to just read it to you. Sorry. So it is what it is. Massive drama at Veriswap. Several collectors report issues with the website. Veriswap, a marketplace for swapping sports cards, will escrow funds and ship cards to both parties. Recently, one user traded a $5,000 Anthony Edwards card but received an empty USPS label. Wow. Veriswap's supposed to ensure shipments only had $100 insurance on it. Sorry, I got text. On the Facebook Marketplace, Sports Cards Scammer Tracker, dozens of collectors reported similar issues. Multiple users say they received fake cards, damaged slabs, and empty envelopes while using Veriswap. This is wild. So, Luis, striving for 10. Great guy. Prepping cards for PSA and Beckett and SGC. You can have a conversation about one way or the other, but not for nothing. Actively setting up at shows, actively prepping cards, actively doing anything like that. I don't know if Luis worked with Raymond, who owns Veriswap, or was a contractor, or just was posting content, because I can pull up Instagram and I know for a fact he was showing off fake cards that were coming in through Veriswap. So I don't know the relationship there, and I'm not trying to insinuate anything, but if I can find it quickly, I know for a fact Luis was at the minimum representing or helping out Veriswap with fake cards. Now, this is a while ago, so I don't expect to find it, especially with how many cards and such that he obviously posts and preps and cleans and whatever else. So I'll take a quick peek and see if I can find it for us. We'll scroll for a minute. I know that there's that's Pastel's show. So this person's prepping cards. You might not like it, but it's the reality of the situation that it happens. And if you're not, then you're kind of hurting yourself. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know. This is obviously such a complicated conversation. Is this it? Nope, that is not it. That's from December. I might have gone too far. I know that it was like a fake kaboom or some shit that like he tagged Veriswap in. If I can quickly find it, that would be quite helpful. Let's see. It doesn't matter. The point more is Luis was working with and helping out Veriswap for fake cards. I can find it even better just to show the example, but I guess source, trust me, bro, unfortunately is unfortunately what we're going with because I can't seem to find it, whether that's intentional or not. Either way, that's a good thing. This person, I trust their opinion of with fake cards. The fact that they were getting through Luis if they were not using him in the past, or now they are, is concerning. Where's Twitter? There's Twitter. Damaged slabs and empty envelopes while using Veriswap. So there's something called collectibles insurance. I have collectibles insurance. I have either $100,000 of coverage now or $250,000 worth of coverage. I swapped it. I don't recall where I netted out, but I have it. It is expensive, don't get me wrong, but I also know that if I have a card that gets damaged in transit, I'm financially covered. And what that covers me for instance, is packages getting damaged, my cards getting stolen, any issues if there's something wrong with my house or apartment at the time. I'm covered accordingly if I have the proper documentation and proof of cost of items. They're great. Big fan of collectibles insurance, or I think it's called Collect Insure. There's not a referral program. I don't get anything by telling you what I use. It is, I think it's just Collect Insure. Yep, it is just literally. This is what I use personally. Big fan. I've had to have claims before. They've covered me. I give them my support. A business that is predicated on being the middleman between deals happening should fucking have millions of dollars worth of coverage, not for nothing. Like, the way that Veriswap makes money is based on transactions. I remember when I had tried in the past, the fees were extremely high. Something like either 3% or 6% per transaction were going to Veriswap to facilitate and ship and organize everything else. That's insane to me. I would never pay that. But also, I have an Instagram account with 20,000 followers and an eBay account with 17,000 items sold. People can easily message me, and they know who I am in the sports car world and all the other BS shit. I'm very important. I'm do you know who I am? Because I don't. I'm such a big deal. But yeah, that's wild to me that their insurance coverage is only $100. That's ridiculous. You should not ship anything USPS anyway. For expensive items, it's got to be FedEx or UPS, or at a minimum, you have a legal agreement saying if you do not ship this way, you do not get coverage, or anything else that's like more intelligent than just like, get fucked, fuck you. Anyway, an insider claims Veriswap's main authentication is banned from PSA and BGS for tracing players' autographs. Oh. I do not know anything about that. I just read that for the first time. I know for a fact Striving for 10 was working with Veriswap because he was posting about it. I will check for screenshots while I'm editing this. If I can find it, if the post, cool. I'll take a little more of a deep look into it. If not, then nothing will be posted here. I'm just an asshole. Maybe they deleted it. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just dumb. It's possible. Not insinuating anything. Luis is good. I have no problem with him whatsoever, but that's just something I know. I don't know anything about the tracing players' autographs. I kind of doubt that, but whatever. The Scammer Tracker Facebook group banned Veriswap's owner, Raymond Lee, for not addressing customer concerns. Now Lee is fighting back, banning users from Veriswap platform for speaking out against these issues. Veriswap's website claims partnership with PSA Sports Card Investor Market Movers. Burbank Sports Cards Gem Rate and Ship My Cards appears to be a dumpster fire over at Veriswap. Yeah, yeah, I get it. I do. Uh, I no, I went to the wrong tab. Sorry, I hit a wrong button. I don't like Veriswap. I have no relationship with Veriswap. I have no reason to have a Veriswap account. Um, I don't see why. Well, I should probably tread lightly because Speedy Card Lister could theoretically work with someone like a Veriswap for an API connection. If you're listing your cards on eBay, maybe you want to listen to Veriswap as well. But fuck it, I don't really care. Like, this is bad. Um, as a business owner in the sports card world, and business owner kind of in light letters because like we're still growing. It's only been a couple months. This is a bad look. I would not want to be associated with Veriswap, and these are pretty notable accounts. I mean, Jeff is here twice or whatever. PSA, I get why they're there. Gem rate, the only experience with gem rate that I have was looking at that thing with Kai a couple weeks ago, where like we saw the most graded cards. Ship my cards make sense internationally. Burbank, I get it. Yeah, that's not good. Shocking, right? Like, there's not people in this industry fucking suck, and I've said this a bunch. So, like, sorry, I'm gonna go down my radical conversation as I usually do. There's no honor among thieves. We are all out to get we're all out for ourselves. You're not going to find someone who's honest. You're not going to find someone who is looking out for the best of our industry. Unfortunately, we are a hobby of one, or an industry of one, truthfully, grouped together and only based around each other in financial means. We truly are. Hang on, I gotta look at this real quick. What did I just get from? Oh god, no, fuck off. I'm not. Sorry, I've answered text. We are all grouped together by an industry that is so financially motivated and only financially motivated that your friends will cut you off for 2% better margins. If Veriswap ends up being bad for the industry, they'll lose all connections they have and fall into irrelevancy, which is the entire point. And if they're not, if the financial benefit outweighs the negative bad press here, which will disappear in 48 hours anyway, well, then there you go. Then they'll be fine. Remember 2 months ago, whatever, when everyone was canceling backyard breaks? Let's see if they're live right now. How many people are watching backyard breaks on Whatnot? I'm going to say 150 if they're live. Let's take a look. I don't know if they're live. Let's see. That's We the Hobby. Backyard breaks. Are you currently live? You have 11 people. Okay, I'm wrong. We did it, guys. We canceled backyard breaks. How do they only have 11 people in? That is actually kind of wild, but it also is 11 a.m. on a Wednesday, so fair enough. Is anyone else live? Backyard Hits 35. Backyard Buzz 1,100 people. What the fuck is Backyard Buzz? It's got to be associated with them. What the fuck is this? I just have to see. Oh, there's Grant. Literally, there's the guy you canceled. You really showed us, sports card industry. Good job. You did it. You get a gold star. I'm so proud of you. Remember when he got canceled for saying he wanted to whore out his imaginary daughter one day? You sure proved me wrong. Good job. And yeah, he's clapping. He's clapping. I agree with it. Yeah, good job. Yeah, let's clap together. Good shit. There you go. What was I talking about again? Something stupid? That's most of this podcast. No one cares. No one ever cares. If you generate income and money for people, you can get away with fucking murder in this industry. It does not matter. This test to see how successful Veriswap is. If they can generate more money than the press is worth, nothing's going to change. If they suck balls, then they suck balls and no one's going to care about them anymore. That is most of the sports card industry. I'm glad I covered that because it does not matter to me. Let's move on. Here's something else that I don't particularly care about, but I think it's interesting, is CGC announces a price increase. If I saw someone bring any kind of expensive card to me in a CGC slab, I would immediately crack it out and send it to PSA. There is no reason to send anything over $50 to CGC. I don't even know what they charge per card. They announced a price hike as of May 6th, 2025. I like how the top question is, who the hell would ever send cards to the grading company? It's all just people being like, what the hell is going on? So I don't know what they're charging. I'm very curious. So let's look up CGC. I have to imagine before I check the prices, it's $15 per card for their cheapest service. I'm guessing $15 per card. Maybe it's 10. Maybe they're going for the really cost-effective route. But I don't know, and I need to see right now. How do I see? How do I see what you charge per card? Hang on a second here. Submit. Oh, service and fees. That makes sense. So this is... Is this cards? That's comics. Okay. I know they're making comics and stuff and they deserve to make their money that way. That's fine. Magazines. Pulps. Don't know what that is. Concept posters. Nope. Lobby cards. I don't know what that is. Am I stupid? This is just CGC comics. Okay. So I need their sports cards. Okay, let's see. This is card grading now. Their fee per card for bulk is $12. $500 max fee, 35 days. Economy 15, standard 40, express 75. I want to put PSA real quick. PSA grading. This is trading card bulk, $19. Value bulk, $20 for collectors. Value, $25. 65 business days. I know they just raised this too. So basically, you can get your cards back quicker in economy. $15 versus $25 if you're sending in yourself. But PSA unfortunately trumps everything. It's whether you like it or not. PSA is the leader in the sports card world for grading, and you're only hurting yourself by going, unfortunately or fortunately, with a second or third tier company. Now, I can't even justify any card being graded in a CGC slab. I use PSA for just about everything. Thicker cards, Beckett. If I'm walking a card in through Dallas, I'll send it into GCR or RCR review. And even this, SGC, who I've come around to SGC. I think there's a place for it in the sports card world. Don't get me wrong. Both PSA and SGC are owned by the same parent company, Collectibles or Collect, whatever the company name is. Owned by the same company. Doesn't matter. $15 standard, 15 to 20 day turnaround. Immediate is $40. Why the fuck would you ever grade with CGC? Why? Why would you ever? If you need the card back immediately, I don't love SGC at all by any means. Like, I've used the analogy of PSA is McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, all wrapped into one because Beckett is stupid. Beckett is Quiznos. Beckett is a regional mom and pop store. Beckett is Wawa's too good of an example for them because Wawa's actually successful and Beckett's not because Beckett's dying. Beckett is Cluck U. Does anyone know what Cluck U is? I don't even know if it's a regional thing or not. I know it's New Jersey. Let's go down that rabbit hole. Let's find out how many Cluck U's there are. I've also used the example of Fuddruckers because that is just a random poll I have. I don't know if Cluck U is actually a thing other than New Jersey. We're gonna check a map. The answer is Beckett is Cluck U. They exist in New Jersey. They have died off. They are not popular. They're not Fuddruckers. They're not Subway. They're not even Quiznos. Beckett's dead. We know that. They're actively killing their own business. Whatever. It is what it is there. SGC is like your... SGC is your Quiznos now. They've evolved. They are a third tier location. Let's see. Quiznos across the country? Yeah, you know what? Quiznos is a good example. They are nowhere near the top dog, but people have heard of them. And CGC is a crack house in this analogy. No, I don't. I'm not really sitting here loving and showing PSA, but I'm going to tell you where to spend your money. And fucking frankly, if you want to maximize profit, a PSA 10 sells better than anything else, unfortunately, whether I like it or not. That's just the rule. You like it? Me neither, but financially, that's the best opinion. Shit. What was I talking about? Yeah, don't grade with CGC. That's stupid. That's a scam. I don't love SGC, but like, hey, if you're gonna go for the cheaper option, they're at least good, and I like their business. I actually do. And yeah, this is dumb, and they're gonna kill their own business. But hey, it is what in fact it is. Tariffs are also gonna hit sports card supplies. That's annoying. I mean, I get it. So what's interesting is a lot of the supplies are obviously made in China, which is not... I don't think that's shocking news. A lot of cheap plastic items are made in China. Not particularly shocking. So expect to pay more for like PSA, sleeves or anything else like those not one touches. What are they called again? Card savers. Took me a second. That's not shocking to me. I guess it's just something to be aware of, that you might incur additional costs accordingly. Just an interesting thing that like I saw when I was prepping for this episode. So yeah, they'll pass the cost on to you, the consumer, and you will deal with it. Dallas this coming week. We are 8 days away from the Dallas Card Show. I will be set up in the front of the room. When you walk in the main hall, go from the first row, literally through the main door, go to the right. I am right across from Cards HQ, right next to True Pull's Andrew, and then my friends Mikey's Cards, and Zion, PGC Cards, and the Third Coast Card Show, which Speedy Card Lister is sponsoring. I'm great at promoting things. I totally know what is going on at any moment. I'm totally capable of sponsoring an actual sports card show. Yep, look at me. I'm a goddamn genius. Anyway, yeah, Dallas is going to be fun this week coming up. I have pretty high praise for this show. It happens obviously like clockwork every 6 to 8 weeks. I mean, after this show in May, the next time is July 4th weekend. Kind of annoying. I'm going to bring my wife to that show at least, because at least we're both off work. So, like, whatever. July 4th will be spent in Dallas at a card show, but also, like, we'll make a vacation out of it because why not? As for the show, I expect a healthy amount of football and basketball to be sold. If you still own baseball prospects, it's a good time to dump if you haven't already. Like, we're obviously 3 weeks into the season, and there's players that are getting called up and performing, like, as they always typically do. And then you have some unexpected players, like, just selling like hotcakes, like Tyler Soderstrom. He's got, 9 home runs right now as of recording. So maybe it's 10. Oh, God, I don't know. I butchered that. I got it close enough that I was able to find him. He's got 9 home runs, 230. Holy shit. 233 batting average, or is that? Oh, that was last year. 281 batting average now. Okay. He's 23, first baseman. Oakland is so tricky because, like, obviously they don't have like a home. So it is what it is there. I'm a little surprised that they're selling because, like, they have no fans at the moment. I can't imagine Vegas is really excited for them. Oakland, I imagine, feels very angry at the situation with the A's. And Sacramento's probably just like, why are we going to root for this team when they're only going to be here for maybe 3 years, possibly 4, in a world where they don't end up in Vegas? We'll have to see. It's just interesting, though. Baseball's been fun. I think the Yankees are, 12 and 9 or something? 14 and 10. Okay. So I was a little off. It's been a busy couple days. Overall, I got to say, Yankees are doing fine, considering how many injuries they have. It's been interesting how they have stayed afloat so far. They obviously need to add a couple pitchers to this team, but it's too early to tell. Admittedly, I expected the Rays and Orioles to be better. Toronto 524 games in is a little surprising. Boston being good is not a shock at all. This is about right. AL Central should be kind of fun. I do expect the Royals to win the American League Central. White Sox actually, Jesus Christ, 1-10 away. That's quite bad. In the West, Rangers 14 and 9, pretty good. Cool. Actually, pretty competitive so far out there in the AL West. I'm a little surprised there. National League, the Mets are 17 and 7. That's kind of crazy. Did not see that happening. Didn't know they were that good until just now. Braves 9 and 14. I know they were doing bad because Kai was quite miserable. I expect them to right the ship. I mean, they're 6 and 4 in their last 10. They'll probably be fine. Baseball's a long season, man. You could start off slow. Then the Nationals go like 14 and 22 or some shit, or something like 22 and 40 or something, and then win the World Series in 2019. It was something wild like that. So April, obviously, you want to start off hot, but it's not. Baseball's a long season. It's a marathon, so whatever. Pirates are 9-15. Don't know how Paul Skeens is doing. This is every week. I'm gonna look at Paul Skeens' stats because much like people who watch sports, I'm not tuning in to watch the Pirates. Maybe Paul Skeens because he's electric, but I'm not watching them. He went 7 innings. Sorry. Let's look at this. Skeens went 7 innings. 6 hits, 2 runs, 4 strikeouts, and got the loss. That's the Pirates, baby. They're going to end up trading him. They're going to have to trade him. He's not going to be... I can't imagine he's going to want to stay there for his career. I'm sure already he's like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? You gotta help me out. Padres are doing quite well. Dodgers obviously are right behind them. Giants are actually doing pretty well. Wow, I didn't realize the NL West was that good right now. And the Rockies are really bad. Ooh, that's crazy. How's Roki doing right now? I know Roki had his best start against the Rangers, but I've not followed super closely with him. Okay, so his last start was that Rangers one, so he's probably starting tonight then, at time of recording. 3.2 ERA, 5 starts. 20 innings, basically. Nothing super impressive there. But I also think that there'll be some time for him to grow and develop. And if this is the worst he's going to be, I mean, obviously he's ramping up his pitches every His pitch is thrown, right? He's gone from 56, 61, 68, 81, 78. They're going to have to treat him with kid gloves this year. I expect a high 3, low 4 ERA. So if baseball's a marathon, this is a true marathon with Roki, given that he's going to need way more time than a normal pitcher. And I would not be shocked if he ends up capping out around 120 to 140 innings this year. I don't remember what he pitched last year in the NPB. 111, yeah. So like 120 to 140. Don't be shocked if he ends up being a reliever in the postseason for the Dodgers, because you let him cut loose then a little bit and you let him throw even harder. I think this is above what I expected, frankly. I do think Roki's going to be incredible, but he needs time. And I think I've been right so far on Roki overall. But yeah, what else is there really mentioned today? Talked about Veriswap. Talked about CGC. Here's something fun, actually. I forgot that I had this open. Yeah, the Don't Steal It card show. So this is from the Denver card show. This is posted an hour ago at time of recording. This guy, this Einstein right here, got caught stealing cards and got his ass kicked. Like, don't get me wrong. Security at shows is really kind of lax in a lot of places, which is terrible, honestly. Given the hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars, if not tens of millions of dollars at the National in certain cases, in that room. Like, at a Dallas card show, how many... this is going to sound so bad, but I'm just going to do it. In the Dallas card show, how many millions of dollars in just sealed wax and physical cash is in that room? You ignore all the trading cards. How many millions of dollars of sealed wax and physical cash is in that room? It's multiple millions. Is it 5 million? I don't know. Is it 10? I don't know. I can't tell you. If you ignored the physical cards themselves and just talk about the physical cash and wax, two things that are untraceable, it's scary. I'm shocked there's not more thefts. In fact, Dallas was kind of known for thefts for quite a while there. Remember that $2 million theft of the sealed, case of cards where the briefcase just went missing? Have we heard anything about that? I made that joke on Instagram too, about how I'm going to buy a fake mask and just rob the show as a joke. This is a joke. I'm set up. I'm not going to do it. But if I did, I would just buy a fake mask and walk out, because it apparently is not that hard. I'm also kidding. Please don't actually beat me up. I didn't do anything. I don't really know if anything's happened. This was back in July. Is there any news on this? Like, no. There's nothing about this in the last month. So nothing's happened. That's cool. Yeah, these people got away with millions of dollars in cards. Now, there's conspiracy theories or other things that happen. If those cards are worth millions of dollars, those guys are probably chilling on a beach somewhere, and there's no repercussions for their actions. I think we talked about it last week with Kai as well. Like, could you sell one of those cards, not even cracking out of the slab, and just sell it on an auction house or marketplace? I don't think anytime soon, but I guarantee you that if not all those cards are cracked out of their slabs, they are, or are about to be, or they're chilling in someone's safe that they fenced off for 40% of what the cards are worth or whatever. Which is not good either. Don't get me wrong. But those cards are forever gone from the public view. Now, whether they end up in an SGC slab or a PSA slab, like the intelligent way, and once again, this is not going to make me sound very good, but I'm just going to talk about it the way I think about it. The intelligent way of getting rid of those cards would be to crack them out and then buy expensive cards and send them in 1 or 2 or 3 part submissions over months and years to, oh, I have a 8 card 33 Gaudy set. Let me just put in the stolen Babe Ruth as one of the top cards. Doesn't matter. How are they going to know? They're not. I'm also kind of a bad person, so this is how I think sometimes. Don't condone it, but someone's got to think about it like this, which is not the best thing in the world. Hey, it is, in fact, what it is. Those cards are gone forever if they were stolen. And yeah, hope the owner was made whole. I have to imagine they have collectibles insurance. And that kind of wraps up the entire conversation about it because, like, yeah, you have that much money in cards, dude. You need to have insurance. If you don't, I don't know what to say to you other than oof. And on that note, that's all I have for today's episode. Next week, we'll have Kai back. I'll probably talk more about my Dallas prep and where that's going. Right now, inventory's been actually kind of low, which is good because it's been super successful. And I'm actually hitting up a local show in New Jersey this weekend with one of my friends who is beginning to learn about cards. We had a nice spirited conversation about it on Friday at the show in New Jersey that I was setting up at. He came to the show and was there with me. And we're hitting up a local show here in Hightstown, New Jersey on Saturday. If you know where Hightstown, New Jersey is, cool. If you don't worry about it. I'll see you guys next week, and peace.